Motions. I'm Kyle here with
Justin McKinney
from the Zenith Passage. And for people who may not know who you are or new to your music, give us a little bit about you guys.
We are a death metal band from Los Angeles in the Bay Area, California. We started off as an internet band and we got signed to Unique Records, and now we're on tour with Penetration version of it. It's tight.
Awesome. Now, how did you guys come up with the band name itself?
The Zenith Passage, well, it came from, it's kind of like a little longer story, but anyway, I was in an astronomy class in college, and like they brought up the term, like one of our vocabulary words was like a Zenith Passage, and I just kind of took it in a metaphorical sense, because the Zenith Passage is the passage that the sun takes to get to the highest point in the sky, and I thought in a metaphorical sense it'd be cool to like put that as a band name. So that's kind of how that came about.
Yeah, it seems to work really well. So now, as you said yourself, you do describe yourself as a death metal band. Do you think you guys have any other influences in your music that you lean towards too?
Yeah. Personally, like I take all my influence from like outside of metal, from like Philip Glass and like symphonic music, like huge, Chopin. Mainly Philip Glass is where I get most of my influence from.
Awesome. Do you feel that identifying with a specific genre, you kind of limit yourself to a certain sound or style, or do you think that is an imaginary wall that a band has to move past? Like, if you label yourself as, let's say, like a deathcore band, do you feel that the band limits themselves to sound like more of a Whitechapel, Suicide Silence, or is it just like a wall kind of that they put up for themselves?
I think a band like doesn't determine like their subcategory. I think it just kind of falls on them. You know, like when I was writing all the Zenith Passage stuff, like the EP, I didn't really think it'd be anything. I just like put all my influences together, and people categorize it themselves. Some call us like a tech band, some call us spacecore. I mean, whatever they want to call us. I mean, I guess like if you were to subcategorize it, we'd be progressive, technical, blackened death metal, a hint of deathcore. There you go.
One of my favorites right there.
That's the subcategory.
And do you have any advice for any up-and-coming bands that are trying to make it in the music scene to get to the level of success that you guys have seen?
Just bust your ass, man. The only thing I can say is it's like people recognize a good product. So if you're out there, busting your ass writing and recording and playing shows, I guarantee you someone's going to take notice and do some cool stuff.
And do you guys have any announcements that you'd like to clear up for fans and newcomers that you got coming out that you can disclose? Or
any what? I'm sorry?
Any announcements like tours, releases, stuff like that?
We have a potential tour lined up for the end of the year. And then I'm already starting to write more songs for the next album just because I want to get ahead of myself. I know it took a while for the gap between Cosmic and Solar System, so I'm trying to get ahead of myself. And then the early of the year we'll have some stuff too. And it's kind of weird because I like juggle between the Faceless and Zenith Passage. So.
Fair enough. But anyways, this has been Kyle and
Justin
from Total Metal Promotions. Keep her metal.
Later, breath.
Awesome.
Thank you.